This is Shur on Tefilla. We're about Lagbeomer. Tomorrow night is Lagbeomer. But it's interesting that Rema in Shulchan Aruch says that Lagbeomer, they have ketzat simcha. There's a simcha, but Lagbeomer. Now the question is, what's a simcha Lagbeomer? Shulchan Aruch says we don't say tachnun. Now the question is, what's a simcha of Lagbeomer? Now Shulchan Aruch says because that day they stopped from this. You know that Talmid Rabbi Akiva, because don't know how Kavod Lazeh. They were punished, and 24,000 Talmidim, they died throughout Pesach till Atzeret, and it stopped on Lagbeomer. On Lagbeomer stopped. Now the question is, if death stops, we stop the mourning, but it should be neutral. What's the simcha about? Why samech about what? Now, Gaon says, just like by Metei Mikbar, we say Tu B'Av is a story of Simcha because of the Metei Mikbar. Tu B'Av, 40 years they had to die. And Tu B'Av is the man of Simcha. Now, why is it Simcha? Because the death stopped. But the question is, over there, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave him a discount. And for 1 year, they stayed alive. 15,000 people didn't die on that year. Therefore, you see, there was a Simcha remainder. But here, it seems that Rabbi Akiva had 24,000 Talmidim, and all of them died. If all of them died, there's no remainder, we stop the mourning. But what is the aspect of Simcha? What is the Simcha? Now, in general base, what is Simcha? A lot of people say, psychologists, they imagine Rabbi Akiva, after what happened to him, he had to go to get the help. What type of help they would give to him. A lot of times they say that compare the notes. In other words, a lot of times some tragedy happens, and he says that, last week before this tragedy, I was the happiest person in the world. Now, get it to be happy. I had somebody spoke to me that a person spoke to him about something that happened, and they were saying that, what happened to them. Now we should be happy that it didn't happen to us. But you see that doesn't last. It doesn't last. It's a fact on the table. It doesn't last. You say and you do, but it doesn't last. The other point that they say that the happiness is a state of mind. Therefore, you have to make your mind full of happiness and joy. Therefore, the mind is making the happiness, not the wealth, nothing. That also is very strong philosophy. But somebody comes, Rabbi, my mind is occupied with a lot of things. How should I make myself happy? My mind is occupied. What should I do? How I can't empty out my mind. In other words, things are in my mind. I have problems of the shtuchim, of my children. I have a problem of parnasa, a problem of health. There is a lot of things that's going on. Therefore, how should I make myself happy? Well, there are a lot of things and philosophy things on the table to talk about how to achieve happiness. Yes. Simcha Lagbeomer is that Lagbeomer, we had the locker, we make fire as light. Now, Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai and Rabbi Akiva also on this day gave us a light. What is this light that we are looking for? And it seems that when we make the hadlaka, everybody becomes happy. There's a light in the fire, makes us happy. What's that? Now, Peri Chadash and Chida both explain this question, and they say, it's right. There is no remainder here. What's the Simcha? Simcha is that unlike Lagbeomer, Rabbi Akiva went and got 5 Talmidim. 5 Talmidim. And started learning with them unlike Lagbeomer. Now, if you compare the notes, 24,000 Talmidim to 5. If you think that, this would type of appeasement to Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva has the burden of Torah Shebaal Peh. He was the main Mesorah and giving over Torah Shebaal Peh, communal Torah Shebaal Peh of Kahal Israel. And he feels that he failed. He feels that he's missing in other words, it wasn't just missing some type of business, some type of money. It's missing the Kahal Israel, Torah for Kahal Israel. How broken the person could be. And what could substitute? 5 substituting 24,000 Talmidim. Now they say the simcha is that he revived the Torah. But the point is like this. The Akiva taught us a very big lesson in life. The lesson in life is if person wants to be happy and to make himself happy, we don't need any philosophy, we don't need any psychology, and all of them doesn't work. The Akiva is telling us what works is do something positive. Do something positive. What we could do. Comparing notes doesn't make sense. It doesn't, the philosophy is not there, psychology is not there. What could I do? I'm a broken person. How could I do that? How could I substitute? Yes, there is nothing to be said. There is no resist solution. But there is one solution. What's one solution? Do something positive. Use your time. You could teach 5 people, teach 5 people. You could do help people, help people. Sometimes the person in that moment and he eats up himself. He said, I can't do anything, nothing. No. You could do something, do chesed, do kindness, do something that you like to do. You could help sick people in hospital, go and help them. You could help older people in old age home and help them. Somebody needs your help, go and help them. Your wife needs your help, do something, do a project with your wife to help her. Children need your help, need you, go and be helpful. Do whatever you could do positive. And this is the light of Lagbeomer. Lagbeomer is saying we don't have the Tamitosh, we don't have Navi, we got nothing and nothing. What we have is that we should help ourselves. What should we do? We should get ourselves out of the mud. Do something positive that you should feel good about it. That changes a person. That changes the muscle of a person. There's a halacha that a child has to be born. A lot of times doctors decide because the weekend or you are off, they encourage the ladies that, it might happen in the middle of the night. You don't want to come to the middle of the night. Come, we schedule you, will be much easier. Now, Misad Halacha, that's not right. We cannot schedule for the birth. And so Allah Kodesh explains why. Because every minute and second has its own muscle. And this child has to be born in that muscle because he needs that muscle to help him out in his life. And his muscle would make his life, accomplishing life for him. Now, if there is no medical reasons, you should not be done. If there is a medical reason, the Hashem is saying that you should do it, you do it. But if there is not, this also should not be done. Therefore, because every second, every minute has its own muscle. And that muscle is different. Therefore, this second, is this a muscle? It's like that, but it changes. Once we do something positive, once we get involved in doing something, you could teach people, you could learn people, you could learn, do things, chesed, kindness. At the end of the day, you could get a piece of tefillah, piece of telling, piece of something that you like, and go be very in private place. Get down and get to the depths of it. Dwell into it. The piece that you like, the piece that gives you encouragement, gives you chizuk and idun. Let understanding, let it in Mefarshim, with the art scroll, with good of Mefarshim in Hebrew, and get more involved in that. That in itself changes the muscle, changes the position, changes the muscle, and every minute, every second is a new muscle, new discovery zone, new shefa, new bracha, and you never know in the new bracha what's the thing, new bracha, what does to a person. Therefore, if the greatest point of Lagbeomer, the light of Lagbeomer is the Akiva is teaching us that to achieve happiness, it doesn't need philosophy, it doesn't need psychology, need to do something positive. Use your time, do whatever that you can. And B'ezrat Hashem, b'zechut of that, Hashem would help you. Your Baal Basi HaKadosh Baruch Hu, like he did 5 Talmidim and he revived the Torah. But it doesn't make sense. There's no philosophy, there's no logic, there's no psychology behind it. But he did something positive with the Emunah and Bitachon, and Hashem helped him, and he revived Torah Sheba'al Peh. we think we could do with that. Happy Lagbeomer.